Give you a little teaser tip here for insurance agents on how to be successful in this business as a health and life insurance agent. I'll be the first to admit I don't know anything about PNC, nothing. I don't do business in the PNC world. It's not my business. But when it comes to health and life, I've been in this industry for 2 decades now, 20 years. Been a top producer, been a top recruiter, built a successful agency that sold, and I even founded the very first patient advocacy membership, the very first of its kind, direct to consumer patient advocacy membership, specifically for the under 65 individual health insurance client. Anyway, that being said, how do you have success as a health and life agent? I want to just talk about one of the biggest mistakes that I see agents making, and that is this. Agents think that the more products they have at their disposal, the more money they're going to make. And nothing could be further from the truth. Okay. Being a jack of all trades and a master of none is not the way to success in the insurance industry. Think about this. Okay. First of all, for the first 10 years, okay, I sold one product. I sold one product from one carrier. I worked one lead source to sell that one product for that one carrier for the first 10 years. And after 10 years, I was a national sales director for an organization. We had 3 offices across the country, one in Iowa, one in Chicago, one in Tampa, Florida. And life was good. And all we sold was one product for one carrier. Okay. We were masters of selling that one product for that one carrier. Okay. Think about this. Every single insurance company, okay, has a top producer. And every single top producer for every single insurance company is a rock star. They're making a ton of money. All right. And I promise you, the odds are good that that insurance agent that's a top producer for that one insurance company, 90% of their book of business or more is of that insurance company, and likely a product or two from that insurance company. Okay. So the way to make money in this business, okay, is to find a lane. Okay. First of all, understand who you want to sell to. Do you want to sell to business owners? Do you want to sell to seniors? Okay. And then from there, what do you want to sell? And that comes down to your belief. What do you really believe in? Maybe you got a story about how you got burned because a loved one of yours didn't have life insurance and you had to pass the hat around at church or start a GoFundMe. And now you're really passionate about protecting families and making sure that they have the life insurance coverage that they need. Maybe you had a parent or a sibling or something get burned from health insurance claims that were denied, and your family had to go bankrupt and move into a studio apartment, and it really ruined your life because the insurance company didn't cover you the way that you thought they were going to, right? Whatever. Maybe you don't have a story at all, okay, but maybe you understand the need for people to have a specific type of insurance. And, there's really a target market of people that you want to work with. For me, it was business owners, right? And I got into selling health insurance because at the time, 20 years ago, I thought everybody needed health insurance. Everybody understood that they needed health insurance. Nobody's going to argue with me that they need health insurance, okay? And I want to work with small business owners because that was ultimately what I wanted to be, right? And so, pick a lane, pick a target market, pick a product, and go be the best agent selling that product to that target market. Are you going to leave business on the table? Probably. Man, the first 10 years in this industry, I left a ton of business on the table, a ton of business, because I always got the question, not always, but I came across the question all the time, right? Like, do you do Medicare? Do you do life insurance? No, I don't. Sorry, right? I don't do that, right? This is what I do. Okay. Um, But again, maybe I left a little bit of business on the table, but I will tell you this, we made a ton of money being pros at selling that one product for that one carrier. All right. So pick a lane, pick an insurance company, pick a product from that insurance company, figure out who your ideal customer is for that insurance product, for that one insurance company, and go be the best. All right. Once you can stand on your own 2 feet in this business and you're making money, right? And you've got it down, you've got an operating system, and you're selling every single week, right? Week in and week out, you're writing business. Then and only then do you want to diversify your portfolio? Today, it can do it all. Today, it can do your annuities, your IULs, all your term life, final expense, health insurance, group, Medicare, under 65, private, Obamacare, you name it. I do it all, right? And I'm dangerous enough to be able to speak educatedly about every single one of those products, okay? But for 10 years, I was a one insurance company guy selling one product from that insurance company, and I was the master of it, and I was the king of rock and roll. Really, I would have stayed doing that, to be honest with you, had it not been for the Affordable Care Act becoming the law of the land. Once that happened, then I had no choice but to diversify. But anyway, that's my tip. Okay, that's my teaser tip. Um, we're going to be having a course on this. I'm going to have a lot more detail on all these little teaser tips, but that's the teaser tip for today. I hope you guys are excited about this industry and take what I said and think about it a little bit. All right.